Today I'm going to show you guys how to get lots of Iridium in Stardew Valley. So let's go. So for this, I want to do it on a Sunday, and I want to check the TV to see how our luck is today. So we've got the fortune teller, and if she holds a bat over her head, then that's not great for luck. We're still going to go because we're going to use staircases, but it would have been better if we had some good luck. And the reason why we're doing this on a Sunday is because we're going to trade our jades in for staircases and skip a lot of the floors in Skull Cavern. So we're going to go to Skull Cavern, as I said already, and we're going to go deep into the mine and hopefully get plenty of Iridium. If you go to the desert on a Sunday and you have jades with you, then you can trade them in for staircases. And if you trade those in for staircases, you could skip a lot of the floors in the Skull Cavern. And a few things that I'd recommend that you have before going into Skull Cavern for this is the Galaxy Hammer and obviously the staircases. Something to eat. The Roots Platter is my favorite, or maybe the Lucky Lunch, because the Roots Platter gives you extra attack and gives you extra, say, energy and health. And you could get some energy tonics as well, which is plus 500 energy, so that's pretty good. And bring some bombs with you as well. Mega bombs and normal bombs are very important. So let's get on in. I have a video already about how to get to the lower levels of Skull Cavern easily, and I'll link that above for you right now. If you come to Skull Cavern like I am here, I can't believe I just got a golden animal cracker on my first floor. The best thing to do is directly start getting your staircases ready. So we're going to staircase our way down to about floor 50 or 60. And once we get down to floor 50 or 60, we can use natural staircases after that, as in the ones that generate from actually playing the game. And then we should get lots and lots of Iridium. Here's our first Iridium right here on level 30, so that's not too bad. And of course, it's not actually a normal Iridium block. I can't believe we just got jebaited like that. We still got 2 Iridium out of it, but we would have gotten more earlier if it was a real one. So let's continue. I almost left the Skull Cavern there. That would have been a restart of this entire video. And let's keep going. There's another Iridium, level 32. So based upon the fact that we're here on level 32, we're already getting some Iridium. Just goes to show we don't need to go that crazy with the staircases, unless you're trying to get to level 100. I'm going to leave that one because there's a lot of traffic in the way. And believe me, we're going to be getting so much Iridium by the time we get to the 40s to 60 range, as I mentioned, that we won't need to go after these individual ones. We're already going after these individual ones right now just to give us a little bit of Iridium on the way to the jackpot. You'll know the jackpot when we get there, honestly. If you ever have an issue where it says unsuitable location, just move out a little bit, stay calm, don't get swarmed by the enemies. It's also possible to put one into the corner. This particular corner is very awkward. Or you can remove one of the blocks and then put down the staircase if you want. Try not to spam, otherwise you'll end up using up a bunch of staircases at once. And yeah, as I say, just be careful. You don't want to waste staircases. They are kind of expensive, even though it's only 1 jade. You still put a lot of work into getting that jade. Over here to the left, it's only 1. If I wasn't too lazy, I'd go over and get that, but we can keep going here. We have plenty of staircases left, and we're on level 55 pot. There's 2 here. Now, I probably would recommend that you go get those 2, but we don't need 2 right now, so I'm just going to keep going. I probably didn't even need to fight that guy either. We have a free staircase, always useful to use that. Let's get out of here. That was a prime example of when you should run. Sometimes if you're trying to put a staircase down on one of these blocks that are already decorated, the staircase will spawn to your left or right. So don't spam, just in case you use up too many staircases at once. Now we have a good amount. I think it's worth farming this. And of course, one of them isn't even a real one again. Let's just keep going. As I said, once again, if you have the patience, you can go and get the individual ones, especially when this happens. I'm getting very bad luck. I wonder if that has anything to do with that bat. Oh, I'm after showing you a perfect example of what not to do. Don't spam, or you'll end up putting down 2. Here's that Iridium right here. Very easy. As you can see, it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so even when I finish up with all of my staircases and we move on to bombing, I will still be able to make lots of progress before passing out. Now, there is a limit to how much money you can lose if you pass out. As long as you don't die, you won't have much to worry about. So don't worry about staying in the Skull Cavern until 2 a.m. and passing out. If your health is fine, then you'll lose 1 to 2 grand, which isn't too much, and then you will start off the next day. If you have your mining level 5, you can get +1 ore per vein on the mining, so that is a very good one to choose before you come here, and that's going to allow you to get extra iridium from these iridium veins. Highly recommend that. Now, I'm actually going to show you what to do with these mega bombs. The reason why I told you to bring mega bombs is so that you can find ladders quicker. And if you do that, you will pretty much see an entire area very quickly. And hopefully, you can find a ladder. And if you're very, very unlucky, like I am, you didn't get a ladder, but you got a bunch of iridium bats chasing after you. Be very careful of these holes. If you go down them, you're going to skip a bunch of levels. You will take a bit of damage. I only took like a tiny bit of damage there. My fairy heals me up anyway, so it's not too bad. But if you are lower health, then be very careful. They do take a bit of health from you. And we're on level 83. We have 91 iridium, which is a lot. We have iridium around here. We have iridium bats as well, which are very useful for getting some free iridium. Now, monsters have a higher chance of giving you a ladder than the stones. So if you have like the slime ring, for example, take your free slimes and hopefully you get a ladder that way. So you have your iridium now and you are turning them into iridium bars. And once you are doing that, I'm going to be using the heavy furnace for this just to create 5 at a time. You will end up with a lot of resources, 43 grand worth of iridium. So iridium is mostly used for crafting your iridium tools. So you have your iridium pickaxe, axe, and your hoe, and so on. But also, a lot of people will want to create their iridium sprinklers. And you only need 1 iridium bar per sprinkler. And if you're using the greenhouse, you need only about 9 iridium sprinklers total. So you need 9 bars, which isn't too bad. And I have the extra special sprinklers here, so I've only got 4 of them. But at the end of the day, like, you will be able to get enough iridium to do you a normal playthrough pretty early on. What you guys think of my greenhouse? Thank you very much for watching today's video. Let me know if you have any questions, let me know if you have any comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.